that again. So anyway, as I was saying, um, for the parts of Ukraine that wanted to be Russian, just let them be Russian, like backed and funded in that. And then what it does is it eases the financial responsibility of Ukraine, so that when Ukraine rebuild, it's taking some of the financial burden off them. So, like, just let the parts of Ukraine that want to be recognised as being Russian be completely funded by Russia, like, their hospitals, their schools, their emergency services, and all of that. Just let them, not to say that the people of Ukraine can't go to that part of the town, and that it's not like it's not putting them in a concentration camp. It's just kind of, how, like in America, they have Chinatown. Well, Ukraine could have like Russiaville. So then it's like they get the best of both worlds. So then the people who are choosing to want to live under, Russian control can do so in the particular regions. And then it eases a ton of financial responsibility of Ukraine when they rebuild. And then it's a great way of the two nations coming together, but where everybody's agreeing to their terms. Do you know what? Like, do you know what I mean? Because then what I'm sitting there thinking is like, I was thinking like with weed being legal in Ukraine and me wanting to, I want to be able to work with the hemp and the hemp oil and that, because like hemp oil, when you cook it with steak, like for barbecues and steak, especially like red meat, strong tasty meats like duck and venison and that sort of thing, hemp oil absolutely brings the flavours of the meat to life, but also as well to put on potatoes. You don't get any high from it or anything like that, but it has untold health benefits. Hemp oil does. And it's just like olive oil. You use it just like olive oil, and like you don't get a high or anything like that. People think of cannabis as being just, oh, you smoke it and get high, and they don't realise that there's like a million and one uses to that plant that have nothing to do with getting high, that are so beneficial to medicine and healing. And that's what I want to work with. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and my whole point is that I need to make as much money as I can, so that because I want to self-fund the safe houses that we build. The one that I want to build in Malta, for the kids that we can rescue from like Palestine and Syria and Lebanon and all that. Um, Put them in a safe house in Malta. My safe houses are, I want to be self-funded, so they're not reliant on the government or the taxpayer. So that, God forbid, when it's my time and my kids are gone and all of that, the government can't take over control and turn them into concentration camps for kids, basically. So I need to make sure that long after I'm gone, I'm producing enough that my kids and my grandkids and my great grandkids and that can keep growing, planting and growing seeds from it, so that those safe houses are self-funded. I would rather sacrifice the school than sacrifice the safe houses. If it got to the point where, I had to cut down costs and that, as long as I was able to fund the safe houses, the school, the foundation is a means to fund it. So, yeah, so I need to invest wisely. And so one of the things I was thinking was, maybe Russia would let me do something with the town they took over in Ukraine. And then I could turn their town into what I needed. Because I'm trying to think of, I don't know, but the best advice I ever got was, I was told that I should build from like factories and um, because they'd have the amount of land that I would need, but there was already stuff established where we could bring architects and builders in and that and turn it into what I created, and that's completely fine. But I still need the land because I need to be able to um, have like the park area where we can put on the big outdoor concerts. You know, like I need to be able to build certain buildings, and yeah, so it's like, but then I've tried to look online to see if there's towns for sale in Russia, and I haven't been able to find any. Certainly not in English. um, so yeah, so I'm just sitting here thinking like, one of the things that they could do with their peace talks is they could just let the part of Ukraine that wanted to be Russia, and let Ukraine be Ukraine, but the part that was Russia be Russia funded. So yeah, it's kind of like dual citizenship, dual partnership. You know, kind of like how England and Scotland work together with their different currencies and different laws and all of that, but they're the same, but they're separate, like that. And then, like I said, it would ease a lot of financial burden off Ukraine when they were rebuilding. So, so now, yeah, I just I need help when it comes to. I need to find somewhere that has enough land, but not too much land, or maybe where there's like plots for sale together where I could buy all of it, or at least half of it for what I need. I mean, certainly no, it certainly wouldn't be bigger than your average theme park, like for Australia and that, like Movie World, Dream World. It wouldn't be any bigger than that. Probably even be smaller than that kind of plot of land. But yeah, so I don't unless there's town. I was just thinking, oh, maybe you could give me one of the towns in Ukraine, and then it's helping like rebuild Ukraine, but on Russian territory where I'm, being taken care of by Russia, but where, yeah, I could basically turn, but it would be a working town though. I mean, everyone would have jobs. There'd be jobs for the veterans, especially like Ukrainian veterans in there. There'd be a lot of jobs actually. It'd be fantastic for the George Callaghan Trust. I love you. Said hi. Hi. So, yeah, and I think I got permission to build in Malta today. So my boys absolutely fell in love with it. They reckon it's the perfect place to build this safe house for the kids, and then we can rescue them from. I'll need people like delegates, and then we'll yeah, fill it up with kids that we can rescue from like Syria and Lebanon and Palestine and all that. So yeah, got to keep finding ways to make money and make sure that no taxpayer ever has to foot the bill for the safe houses, because I don't want people moaning. Like in America and that, with that you say, does it? You mean my taxpayer money's been paying for essentially orphanages in Malta for kids that just shut up. You're not paying for nothing. I'm paying for it. Nobody can. I'm not giving anyone any rights to complain. So yeah, so that's my proposal. So I'm just wondering whether I don't know. I need help. I can't decide. I don't know. I need yeah. I need help when it comes. I can't decide do I buy land and build, or do I buy something already established, and or see if I can see, the thing is, if I just am given permission to take over a town, it's still under the control of the government, and then long after I'm gone, they could just turn around and say, I don't want to lease anything, I want it to be mine. So yeah, I wonder if there'll be any towns for sale in Ukraine when this is over. If not, if they can make that part of the peace deal, maybe I can. I don't know. I have to be really nice to Vladimir Putin. Take him some nice cookies and cakes. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Should I? I need real estate advice. And then I'm going to need to find a really good architect with an open mind. Someone who's up for, not a challenge, but someone who's up for doing something a bit different. He's not going to be designing a house in a office block. He's going to be helping me build a character town, like a living, working, breathing character town. So anyway, I just had to. Dude, I can't see you, ghost. Conjuring 6. Oh my god, Jesus, save me. I haven't got the camera on, that's why. Anyway, so I'm just putting that out there in regards to Ukraine and Russia. It's a compromise, isn't it? I don't know about the political stuff. I'm not talking about the military thing. That's got nothing to, that's not my place to say. But I'm just saying that's one of the things that could, and something to sweeten the deal for Ukraine. But also that Zelensky would have to step down as well, because he's going to destroy Ukraine. There'll be nothing left of it, which is the whole point. They want to flatten it and basically turn it into one big NATO base, which they're never going to be allowed to do. So currently in the midst of taking von der Leyen and that down now. We're nearly there. Trump's on his way out, Starmer's on his way out, Macron's on his way down, Zelensky's on his way down, von der Leyen's on his way down. Oh, he's going to be so pissed off if he hears me say that. I called Keir Starmer here. Oh, get here. So I'm going to go, but yeah, it is an option. And then, then mate, I don't know, because I keep thinking the possibility is there for me to be able to do something in regards to my foundation in Ukraine, because it's like right next to Russia. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just, that's my suggestion for the peace deal. But I'm thinking if I can, if there's an option for me to be able to help the people of Ukraine as well, because it would be creating jobs. And then the Russians and the Ukrainian veterans and that could come together and put down their weapons and, do something good for the kids. And they're getting jobs, and Russia gets what they want and Ukraine get what they want. It's just a compromise, but coming together for the sake of the children. So, and we can have programs for the kids whose parents went away and never came back, where we could bring them into the school, and they can have family days and that sort of thing as part of the George Callaghan Trust. So anyway, I'm going to go and have a coffee now, but it is just an idea. Funny how I got cut off. Someone didn't want me talking. Well, too bad. So I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō. Mwah.